Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off.
Set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion.
Razor.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Branch. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Branch. And he's dragged down.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Off play action on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag. Coming in, there it is.
Got it.
Now on second down.
Moves.
They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in third and long, still in a good situation here.
A nice Nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, set him up for him.
On fourth down, going to the air. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in you.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bo.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Turns it loose deep. Reels it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Jackrabbit.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll give it to Johnson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's McNamara. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Terrier. Gaucho.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Lachey. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Off the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
You're the reason I'm still here. Might have won you were sent to see. You came upon me way long way. Wandered out into the water.
They've changed into the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work.
Igloo.
He's looking downfield to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10.
Ringo!
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. The hand to the running back. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Finds the tight end. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Okay,
And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
Here we go.
On second down, he'll fire. Pocket starts to collapse. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10.
Lasso!
Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Pilot! Hawk! Arrow! Logger! Acorn! Acorn!
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
Jumped on top of the pile. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown USC. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. The handoff to Johnson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Hawkeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Terrier.
To the air, it's Moss. He's gonna let it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Complete.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the Trojans will keep this drive going.
Gain of 2. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Ready, set.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Snares it outside. It's Lane. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Leaves it with the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Moss. He finds his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation in the game, and play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
And go. Set, go.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And this one splits the uprights. And it's a deadlock here in the 3rd quarter after the field goal. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. The offense set for a 1st down play. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Green 25.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's McNamara. Out of the backfield, he's open. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. A 1st down for the offense.
Let's go.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
13. And
Okay, ready?
for the offense. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Ready?
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period.
42 spot. Lion. Dino.
Scanning the field, it's Moss. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Gaucho. Squirrels.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down.
Here we go. Lizzie. Hawk.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Back to throw, it's McNamara. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Terrier! Gaucho!
Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call.
Okay, ready?
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. First and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. Buying some time. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking to throw, it's McNamara. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Line getting set on second down.
Lasso! Lasso! Logger! Logger! Tuna! Tuna!
He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, obviously here in the fourth quarter trailing, they're going to be throwing the ball, trying to get back in this game. Couldn't come up with it there on second down. We're expecting them to throw it here on third.
They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got it. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone.
Arrow! Arrow! Tuna! Flare! Flare! Pilot!
Back to throw, it's Moss. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, 2nd down, clock's running. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and they vault on top by 1 here in the 4th.
Iowa, 17.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that if...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and now you wanted to make that Hail Mary better or give you better opportunities with that last play, but now it's go time. You got to throw this thing up in the air. You got to throw it a long way, put some arc on it, get some speedsters down there, and try to get lucky on this lap.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0.